There we go. Do we have a mic? We have a mic. Great. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How is everybody doing? I just thought I would throw up a quick stream and do a little bonus stream tonight, and play some Eve Echoes. I hope I'm not going to interface too much with the interface. Now, just before we start, I just want to say this is not a sponsored live stream or anything like that. I played this game doing the beta tests some months back now, and I'm an old Eve player. I played Eve Online way back. It began taking up way too much time, and I kind of tried to get back into Eve Online a few times, but never really caught on. But Eve Echoes is out, which is essentially a mobile version that runs on like a phone or a tablet or something like that, and is almost a carbon copy of Eve Online, just for mobile. It's slightly more simplified, of course, and the live version just came out, I think 2 days ago, and I've been playing it quite a bit since. I've really been enjoying it, so I just thought, you know what, let's throw a stream up. You guys liked it quite a bit last time when I played the beta test, so now that it's live, let's go ahead and let's give the game a go. So it's going to be a casual stream, and hopefully have a lot of time to talk to you guys during the live stream. We can sit here and we can take a look at the game. You can ask questions about the game, and I'll try to answer if you have any questions. Again, if you're familiar with the EVE Online and the EVE Online universe, this will look very familiar to you. If not, this is a third-person spaceship, essentially trade simulator. This is almost as close to Spreadsheets Online as you're gonna get. And I've gone the most spreadsheety way you can go in this game, and that is the industry and manufacturing route. So it's not, you don't really have like classes or anything. You have skill points that you train, and you train these skills. For instance, right now I'm trading my trade skill, and we can see here trade. It gives me, if we go in here to individual levels, I'm now training trade level 4. So right now I have a bonus of 3 extra market orders, active market orders, and I have 1 extra personal contract. And if I get to grade 4, I get another market order, another contract, and also get the ability to get a cooperation contract. And the other one, which is actually a little bit more interesting, is accounting level 4, which reduces my broker fee, so I don't pay as much to the brokers. The omnipotently wow, okay, ask what I'm playing the game on. When I'm out and about, I play it on my phone. This is a Galaxy S10. I want to say S10 something. I think S10. Something along those lines. Not like the newest phone. It runs very well with that. On the computer, I play it on Nox, N-O-X, Nox Player it's called. You can see it up here in the corner. I've been using BlueStacks before, but BlueStacks has an issue with your type in chat. If I went down here to the chat and I wanted to type, I couldn't see what I was typing. I could only see it once. I had to kind of click away, and then it kind of showed, and that was quite annoying. So I moved over to Nox because it can actually run the chat, which is quite nice. Okay, but I'm just gonna get you guys up to speed. Why did that minimize? That's just supposed to be up there. Okay, well, that's looked like a bug. Wonderful. I just want to get you guys up. Now, all my UI has been shifted. You see that? The station icon, we can't see that here, but this UI here should be at the bottom. I hope when I undock that this is going to get fixed. Ha! Well, I can't get... Okay, I'm just going to try to undock here for a second. So I should say that if we spot bugs or issues doing the gameplay here, remember that I am running this in, and yeah, see, this is no good. My UI is all over the place. Okay, give me a second here. We're just gonna try to reboot the game. This is not something that I've ever encountered when playing it on a proper mobile device, I should say. So we are playing this in an emulator during the live stream because it's just easier to do when live streaming. So when we are encountering bugs, I'm I haven't encountered any bugs in the game on the phone. This is the first bug I've seen, and again, we're doing this through an emulator, so I wouldn't be too worried about that. So just don't judge the game because of that. It's most likely just broken things. Okay, let's jump back in. Spreadsheets in space, exactly. There we go, that's more like it. Okay. Let's get back inside the station. So we're gonna walk back to the station, yes?
Warp drive active.
Yes, we are. You guys have audio. Is audio levels okay? Is it too loud, too quiet? Let me know. Okay, so when we get back into the station, just gonna give you guys an update on what I'm currently doing. Audio is good. Thank you. Ship is stopped. Well, let's go ahead and dock. No, come on. There we go. Okay. So the main thing I'm working on is these advanced tutorials. You can see I've done most of them. I just need the last one. They give you stuff like these. For instance, here I have a chip that gives me common ore processing to level 4. I already have that, but it doesn't just give me free experience, so it's really good to do. For this advanced tutorial, I have two main things I need to do. I need to train 3 skills to level 5. I've done that. Oops. And I need to reach tech level 6. I'm only at tech level 5, and I'm working towards tech level 6. And then I need to complete one of these missions down here. Just one. I can choose anyone. You can see I've done quite a bit of mining. I've just quite a bit of trading on the market. Because again, I've gone the industry route. A little bit of bounty hunting, some manufacturing, some few encounters, some planetary stuff. Not too much there. I still need some skills, but that's one thing. So in terms of ships, let's see, people are asking. The main ship I'm using is a Corax Trainer. It's basically like a stripped down version of the Corax. That you get it for free doing the tutorials, and I've kitted this out so it can now do. I can get by in this. It has a decent fit. It's not sort of nothing too fancy. It's okay. But I am looking to upgrade. But that's actually one of the problems we'll look into in a second. As a mining ship, I have a Venture, small ship. I'm looking to upgrade this as well, but there are some issues there as well. But the main issue I have right now is cash flow. I'm a little low on cash. I have about 2.3 million right now. And for many of the upgrades, I'm gonna need multiple millions. You can also see if I jump into my skills. For instance, I would really like to improve my mining skills. But I already have standard mining to level 5, and I need to have advanced mining. But if I want to buy advanced mining, it's just 1.1 million. Now, I could buy this right now. It wouldn't be too bad. But the other thing that's actually holding me back even more is planetology. This is how much material I can pull out of planets that I also need for my ships. And the upgraded skill for that is 2.9 million. This is a quite expensive skill. And gonna give me 2 extra planets. So, this one, planet stuff is my bottleneck right now. I can mine quickly enough that that's not an issue. But the planetary materials is my bottleneck. So I could either just go buy them off the market, but I would much rather make these myself by improving the skills. So I need 2.9 million. I have 2.3. So to alleviate that problem, I did a quick production batch run of a few ventures. So I have 5 ventures here that we now need to go and sell. Because I need some credit flow for these. So what I'm basically gonna do is I'm gonna set this ship as active. Because I don't have anything that can carry these ships. They're too big, so I have to fly them one at a time. individually to the sell location. So let's just check the market and let's see where we're gonna sell this ship. I'm not too far from Jita, which is the main trade hub, and I can most likely get it sold there. Oh, see, Venture 2s. People already have Venture 2s already. Well, then I can buy a Venture 2 for 3 point... I might... Hold on. Are blueprints up for Venture 2s? Because last time I checked, there were no blueprints for Ventures 2. So let me just ship blueprints. Close all this. Industrials. No. There are no blueprints for sale for Venture 2s. Only for normal ventures. So if I want one, I have to buy it off the market. People have managed to get a hold of the blueprints somehow. Okay, but I might actually do that instead. But mining is not the issue right now. That's not my problem. We're looking at the venture. So they're selling in Jita for 900,000. Or I can go here and sell it for the same. I think I'm just gonna see if we can make our way to Jita with these ships. Getting sort of a 90s vibe. Remember that this is a mobile game. This is designed for mobile. This is not a PC release. Let's just jump over to Jita. And let's go. I will also say, I think I noticed regarding the graphics, is it looks a lot active. It looks a lot more, I don't know, pixelated when you blow it up to a screen this size. But when you shrink it down and you play it on a phone, which it is intended to, of course, it looks a lot more crispy, I must admit. But of course, when you blow it up to this kind of size, it does look a little blocky. Okay, autopilot is doing its thing. It's running us towards Jita.
Warp drive active.
Jita, you'll not find a more wretched hive of scums and villainy. I know, Jita is full of scanners. Anyway, and there's another issue with Jita. You'll see that in a second. Okay. One thing I've been looking into as well is to upgrade my combat ship. That Corax there, I want that upgraded. And I've been eyeballing getting my hands on a Caracal, which is a cruiser. You can see here you can get a Caracal trainer, or we cannot get an actual Caracal. You can only get the trainer version of it. These are actually available in bulk, so these are seeded by the game, but we can get this from 8.8 million, which is very expensive. I haven't tried it on a tablet yet. What about blueprints? Are there any blueprints for Caracals? Could I just go and maybe build my own? There are Caracal blueprints, and they're not terribly expensive. 1 million for a Caracal blueprint. And then 2 million in manufacturing costs. And then a ton of materials. Maybe this could be interesting. And then of course I'll need stuff to actually outfit it with.
Warp drive active.
I think I would rather have the Venture 2. Maybe I should go for a transport ships. Are they expensive? Again, nothing, no blueprints are available. What about actually ships for sale? No, nothing there as well. Okay. But that looks very, very interesting to go ahead and snatch myself a Venture 2. How does it actually stack up? 25% mining yield. bonus per mining skill level with 2 hard points. How is that compared to a venture, normal venture? 15% mining yield per skill level, so quite a bit of increase. 4,000 tons of cargo on the normal venture. The venture 2. 6,000 tons of cargo, so even more cargo. But again, that's not my bottleneck. I think my main purpose should be to get that planetary skills, get my planetary skills upgraded so that I can begin to collect that faster, so I can build stuff faster. Yeah, you're actually right that the market here in the game... Oh, by the way, here's the issue with Jita. You can see right now we're sitting on the Jita gate. And if I click jump here... Probably can't see this. I should move myself a bit. You know what? I'm going to move myself lower left. I think that's a better place to put. If I try to jump... I get a notification saying that... Officials have closed the Stargate. There's too many people in Jita. There's a system limit of 1,000 people. You can't be more than 1,000 people in each system. So look at this swarm of ships just sitting here, spamming the gate because they want to get into Jita. So the way you get in is just sit here and just spam jump until you're lucky and someone jumps out and you are the next in line. Or not, there's no queue system here. It's just about spamming. Which is not good for their servers, so I have a feeling they're gonna do something about it. Because people suddenly send in requests and they have to ping back and say, no, you can't get in. That's gotta put a strain on their servers. Maybe we should just send it somewhere else. Come on. We're not getting in, are we? Also decide to live stream in pretty much as much prime time as I possibly could have chosen. Yeah, I really hope they do increase the cap of the system as well. Okay. Don't want to sit and wait for this now. Open up the market. Price is actually up a little bit now. Let me in! Come on. Jump. There we go. Ha ha ha. Got it. Stations. Jita 4-4, Kildari Navy Assembly Plant.
Warp drive active.
T5 missions in your T4 destroyer. That's good luck with that. Oh, I got in warp with someone else. Where is he? Right there. Oh, lag there. Lag spike as we warp into Jita. There it is. The game does have a few problems right now with overpopulation, I think, already. Because it's really hard to... I mean, there's people everywhere. I guess unless you move to low sec or null sec. Leave ship. And repackage. View the market details. What do we have? Lowest prices right now is 990 basically. So let's just match. Let's go ahead. Let's sell. There's a lot of movement on the prices right now, so we'll see if we actually get this thing sold. Was it 9? Let me just check again. Yeah, 990. Okay. Nine, 8, 9, 995. Right? It's a bit of a transfer or transaction fee there. $89,995 should be the lowest now, right? Yeah, see though, that's our order. Now we're just gonna hope someone actually buys it. Yeah, the music does give me there's some nostalgia in this. This is good old EVE Online days. Okay, I don't know if I want to sit here and wait for it to sell, or if I just want to move back. Should we buy something to bring back? I mean, we can't... Should we buy more blueprints for something? Should I build more stuff? I don't know. Could build some drones. $2 million. That's gonna be a lot of drones. That's 10 Mark 5 Hornet drones. It's actually... It's not terrible. There's a lot of stuff here, but Mark 5 Hornet drones, how many for 2 million? How much are Mark 5 Hornet drones? It must be expensive. Mid slot, high slots. Where are drones even? The mid slot? Drones, yes. Mark 5 Hornet drones. So they are 7 million when you sell them after taxes. For 2 million for the blueprint. And what was the production cost of that? $800,000, so let's say that's just under 3 million for 7 million profit. That's okay. It's actually quite a bit of materials. This is not easy. I mean, the mining part is relatively easy. There's a bit of NOx, a bit of isogen. I have that already. The mex, the pura, and the tritium I can mine in no time, this amount. This is what's going to take time. This requires a lot of planetary materials. And again, that's my bottleneck. So I should probably try to find something that doesn't require a ton of that. I mean, you can do shield transfers, which I don't really think... oh, this is an energy transfer. I don't really think there's a market for this at the moment. Then there are rigs, but rigs are... well, they're special. Because we need salvage, and it's a little bit more difficult to get. How's our venture doing? Is someone underbid us? Nope. It looks like we're still the best available price. Just nobody's buying ventures, it seems. Ha! And there we go, and it's sold. Just complain and it will solve itself. Okay, let's get back. I'm not gonna sit and do... whoops. I'm not gonna sit and do all my ventures. Because it's not the most interesting gameplay watching me sit and spam the Jita gate all night. So let's go and do a little bit of combat. Come on, catch that system. There it is.
Warp drive active.
If that's the... okay, so Terra says that, yeah, the planetary materials are hard to get. Most people, they don't sell it. And I get it. I would never sell my planetary materials because I need it for my production line. And that means the stuff that are for sale is very expensive. And you could probably actually make a decent amount of credit just selling it, just dropping your own production and selling it to other people. Because I would imagine the prices for planetary materials to be quite high. But that's also why I actually do have the money now for... oh, what happened there? Okay. To buy that skill, if I wanted to. Right now I'm training trade and accounting, and then I want to finish up corporation management. I'm not gonna completely finish this. I'm just gonna get it all the way to the edge until I actually need it. They have done a lot of this game that is very well designed, but they made one crucial mistake in one of the tutorials.
Warp drive active.
And that is, there is a tutorial mission. There is a tutorial version to get to join a corporation, and for that you get 500,000 free experience. Just to, I mean, I've completed that one, but just to put that into perspective, my total skill points right now are 1 million, so half of the skill points I have, I got from one tutorial mission. That means everybody is trying to join corporations. And because I have a corporation, my notifications looks like this. It's just request. This is an hour ago. This is within the last hour of requests to join the corporation. Because people just want to join to get that mission complete. And I think that's a crucial mistake they made, that they are forcing people into a corporation earlier than they actually need to. And they're making it, if the reward was smaller, then there wouldn't be that many people that would just be spamming every corporation with just the slightest overhead. I think we're actually full now, so there's no more room in this corporation. But I did it at the beginning just to help people out, just accepted people in. But you can also see here, the game launched 3 days ago. So these are all people who signed in on the first day and then just never returned. I have some here who haven't been online in 2 days, and 1 day. 1 day is okay, but most of these people, 2 or 3 days, I'm not expecting to see them online ever. They logged in, they tried the game, they didn't like it, and then they logged out again. So that's why I'm not in a hurry to complete that corporation management skill, because if I need room... Hold on, we in system? We're back, great. If I need room in the corporation, I'm just going to take one of those people who are sitting there idling, and then kick them out and then make room for whoever needs to get in. Because as long as the corporation is full, I'm not getting spammed. Doc. I agree that reward was. I mean, they should have put that reward at like, I don't know, 5,000 or 10,000 skill points. 500,000 is out of proportions. It's too much. And that just caused the creation spam. So I could create a corporation, but I created it with a mortgage. So you actually have a mortgage in game, and you can see here the mortgage started at 220 million ISK, and I've then set a corporation tax of 10%. It's the same as the NPC corps, and as people are running bounties, you can see here that they then pay tax, and when I'm running bounties, of course, I'm also paying tax, and that tax then goes towards paying off that mortgage for creating the corporation. So the last 3 days we have deducted about 12 million off it, and we have 3 months to do it, so we're on a pretty good track to get that paid on time. I think it is time to go and do something a little bit more pew. Let's go and shoot up some stuff and things. We're gonna jump back in our Corax before... Yes, let's jump back in that. Set active. Yes, you can also donate. I believe I did set that up. Hold on, let me just check. Permission management. One thing that's okay. Yeah, there's one bug that I have discovered. Here. Yes, everybody can donate into the wallet, but only I can take money out of it. You can, as you can see here, I can rename this. My idea was to have basically a recruit role that's just for people who just joined, and then when I notice that people are active or when they join Discord, I then give them a proper member role, allowing me to keep track of who is idling in the corp and who's not. But I wanted to rename these roles, so call this one member, and I can do that, and now it's called member. And there's no there's no save button anywhere, but if I go back into permission management, it's been renamed to engineer again. I think they forgot to add, see, there's nothing here where I can save anywhere. Nothing. And this is the same on the phone, by the way. This is not just on here. And if I switch screen, boom, it's back to engineer. So I can't change the name of the roles, which is a little annoying. Dunklow, I'm running an emulator. You can see up here in the corner. Nox player is an Android emulator. You can also see a mouse running around on the screen, so it makes it a lot easier. So yes, Terra X exists. Terra X AstroCorp exists in Eve Echoes as well now. Let's go and do some PPU. And we're gonna find a system with as few people as possible. 71, that's a little high. Let's I've had some good luck in here. Let's try to set our destination. Sky, like a jump. Let's go there.
Warp drive active.
So there are basically 2 types of combat you can do. You can either do these encounters, where you have some transportation. This is basically missions. There are some mining defense. You can see I get like 4,500 credits for this to complete this, plus the bounties I get. But these all gives really crappy loot. I can upgrade to tier 5 to 7 missions, but these are way too difficult for this ship. Kind of leaving me in a limbo. So 50, that's also a lot of people. Can we try this dead-end system down here? Lord Winter? No, I don't. This is Eve Echoes.
Warp drive active.
So yeah. No, I was talking about encounters. So you have the encounters, which are basically missions that you can complete. But the problem is, these are all what I would believe to be tier 1 missions. So you can see recommended a tier 2 destroyer or frigate. So these are maybe tier 2 missions, which gives way too little. This one, I would guess this maybe is tier 3, but the tier 4 missions are just so rare. I never see any proper loot drop from these missions.
Warp drive active.
And I can't do these in a destroyer. I need to upgrade this to something bigger. This leaves us with... what are they even called? Not the mining tab here. I need my combat. This leaves us with these... it's basically like how do I explain it? It's like signal sources. Right, so you go in here, we take our combat thing, and we can see here, there's a tier 1, you can see the small, or tier 3, there's a small 3 here. We want 4, and we have a Gorista Space 1, so this is not really interesting. So let's find another place to go. Let's try to go over there. Wait, let's get back to the gate. Turn off the afterburner. Yes, and exactly, people still loot in anomalies. Because anomalies are public. Everybody can go into anomalies, and you have to be very, very... If you want to make any monies out of anomalies, you need to combat loot. And that's annoying. But...
Warp drive active.
If you do, it is a good source of income. Running around combat looting. I'm not saying you should go in. You should, of course, participate. You should do your part and kill the ships. You also get good bounties for it. But you have to be quick on the fingers if you want to get that loot. Lord Winter says, looks a lot like Eve. It is essentially an Eve Online clone. It is also, again, it's not made by CCP, but it's licensed by CCP. So it is, and if you open up the galaxy map, you will notice that it's the exact same map. Same regions, everything is the exact same. Jump back into Lone Tech. So it's the same map as you have in EVE Online, as you have in here. But of course, they are not connected. So it's not like if you see a ship in EVE Online, you can also see it here. Okay, let's see if we have more logs. 7 here. Okay, here we go. We have some medium anomalies, some small anomalies. Let's just go and do a medium anomaly. And only 31 people in the system. That's a little better.
Warp drive active.
I'm gonna turn on my shields. So we already have 2 people in here duking it out. It looks like they're not really looting, so I'm gonna... So we're gonna start by locking up some ships. And we're gonna get some missiles flying. And then we're gonna help them with that loot. See where the ship's spawning. Ships are spawning out there, okay. Afterburner on. Keep those missiles on target. Okay, we gotta stop the ship here. We're still... come on. Approach. We're still too far from the spawn point, so I'm gonna move out closer. Ideally, I want to just sit right where all the ships are spawning. They're always spawning in the same location. And I just want to sit out there so I don't have to move. So yeah, got final blow on that one. No loot from that. No, you can't get out of your ship. You are basically just forced to stay inside your ship. There's a little wreck. I'm gonna see if I can get that. Nope, somebody got that before me. Stop the ship here. And quickly loot that. That's too far away. Maybe it's too far away from everybody. No, somebody else got it. There's a little wreck from that. Not too far away. Oh, this is almost over. Oh, some mining laser there. And nothing from that one. Scout anomaly. I'm gonna do that. It's probably gonna attract a lot of attention. I think the scout anomalies spawn
Warp
blueprints
drive
as
active.
reward. But I'm not sure. Other people's are here already. Getting target
Warp
locked
drive active.
in Empire. So you can go ahead and target lock me as much as you want. I have my shield boosters running, or shield hardeners running, so you do your thing. Is this empty as well? Well, there's a wreck out there. It's a frigate wreck.
Warp drive active.
Is there anyone in here? There are already 3 people in here. Wow, that was quick. And I'm guessing they have already looted that. Most likely. Okay, what else do we have? We have some more medium anomalies we can do. See, I would love if you were actually going to be able to just get these, find an anomaly for yourself. That it was empty. And just sit, do it in peace, and then run around, do all the looting afterwards. But if you do that, there's just nothing there for you to loot. Was Eve a massive thing for me? I played Eve for about 7
Warp
years, I
drive
think.
active.
So yeah, I would say so. I mean, I still have my account. It's not active, but okay. Wow, they already... Okay, we're not going to do that. They're already at the final wave, so we're just going to move on to another one. I'm not going to steal that loot from them.
Warp drive active.
They actually got a drop there, so good for them. No, I was not part of Goon Swarm. This is more like it. God damn it, people are clearing these. See, we even in a system, there's only 23 people in here. It's not that populated, but still. These sites are so crowded. There we go. We are 5 people in here right now. That's the scout anomaly. There's a small anomaly. Let's try a small anomaly. See if we can...
Warp drive active.
So when was my Evoline account was created? I think in 2000 I want to say that can't be right. 4 or 5 maybe, something like that. It was at least the beginning of when I was in high school. Okay, here we are. So here we have something where we're actually on our own, but no, we are not. There are other people here as well. So let's just go ahead and approach something. Let's target that, and let's fire some missiles at it. Let's get our afterburner going. And begin flying in that direction. That's it. Too many people. 4, 7, we're 8 people in here. And this is a not that populated system. So there's that scout anomaly. You know, I'm just gonna sit here and wait for something to spawn. So we actually get something from the start. Because we haven't been that lucky with our loot so far. We got a few modules, but nothing fancy, nothing too good. Lord Window, thank you very much. There's the scout anomaly gone. Yeah, it is completely separate from the main game. It is of course very similar. It is built on it, and it is essentially EVE Online Lite, but for mobile. Oh, got some graphical glitches there. Again, running this in an emulator. Could probably be resolved by jumping out of system. Should we just jump to somebody so this one despawns?
Warp drive active.
So with this version, you still have your skill queue just as you're used to with your skills, and they train when you're offline. There are implants, kind of. It's a little different. They don't have the different categories as they have in the main game. They just have skill points per minute, and that's the same for all types of skills. And your skill points per minute then depends on whether you're running an Omega account or you're running an Alpha account. Now we can sit back and wait for stuff to spawn. Yeah, so it is exactly EVE Lite. So there we go, the last one that is despawned, so let's see if anything spawns in. Or if people begin to leave the system. Because now there are no anomalies, then actually maybe we can get some people to clear out of here. See, already 4 people left, but there was nothing left. Oh, 1 person joined. What is the small number behind the anomaly in the overview? That is the difficulty. So difficulty 1 are the easiest, And difficulty 4 is the highest you're gonna get in Empire space or safe space. Yeah, weather in Denmark is still hot. It's manageable, but it's hot. I still have the window full open. I have a fan blowing to cool everything down. Oh, something sport. Guista space. It ain't much, but I'll take it.
Warp drive active.
And we're up to 26. Didn't do anything that everything despawned. And then watch the whole... Oh, there we go. Oh, now they're spawning it. I'm gonna deviate to one of the large anomalies instead. I think a lot of the people who are waiting are gonna be arriving in this. So we're just gonna go and... go to one of the large anomalies instead.
Warp drive active.
Yes, Glenn, this is exactly... This is LibreOffice version of Spreadsheets Online. Here we go. Large anomaly. What happens if I click focus fire? Ah, that's neat. Fire all the guns. Oh well, missile launchers in my case. Wait, which direction is he flying? What? Did you not... Stupid ship. That's not how you approach. Approach is the other way. Okay, approach direct then. So we can get our loot before other people begin to show up. Oh, it has auto orbit on. Hold on. Gotta get that shield booster running. Get him out of the way. Get some missiles out on other Corax trainer. Boom, shield's gone and he's into armor. And he's also hurting. I should probably go and orbit him a bit. Just to get my speed up so I'm not taking so much damage. Capacitor's low. Gonna give my shield booster a bit of a break here. There's only a Condor. I think it's a Condor 2 though, but Condor nonetheless. There we go. I hope we can actually complete this ship. I think I hope at least. There we go, loot that. Go ahead and orbit this guy at 9. Okay, never mind. Orbit this guy at 9. Or 10, that's fine as well. Just don't want to orbit the guy I'm actually actively shooting. Yes, these are just anomalies that I'm flying at the moment. Okay, capacitor getting webbed now. There's one guy down. Spawned a wreck. Let's approach the wreck. Oh, wow. Ouch. They be hurting. I'm just gonna get ready to jump out in case things go really bad and I get into armor. I don't think I can tank this unless I can get some damage off the field. I'm beginning to bleed into armor now. Oh, yeah. Oh, not dock. Okay, well, that will have to do.
Warp drive active.
I'm out. That was a little bit too interesting. Can I stop so I don't dock? I'll have to dock and repair, I guess. Is this PvE or... so what I'm doing right now is just PvE. But there is PvP in the game, and as always, you can attack people in high sec if you want to. But if you don't kill people within a few seconds, the police is gonna come and chop your head off. Okay, so we got our ass handed to us there. Can we find our way back to that anomaly? I think it was this one. Let's try. This is the Corax trainer, so I really need to upgrade it.
Warp drive active.
But if you want to do proper PvP where you can actually shoot at people without you getting shot by the police, you have to go to either low sec or null sec. Is this the one I was working on before? One of them has taken damage, so I think it was. Back for revenge. Yeah, I did the side of the modules. I don't know what the ballistic control unit just seems weird. It works for 60 seconds. There's a 60-second cooldown. I don't think that's how it normally works in the main game. I'm just begin to approach that guy. And I never really saw much benefit of the ones I were using. So I just decided to go with a hardener because it dropped us loot. Again, I'm not really focusing that much when on combat. I'm just doing it because it's a nice pastime, and it gives some. You can make some good money from it. Yeah, I'm getting lost. Okay, hold on. Focus fire on that guy then. Ah, too many menus. The true EVE experience. Come on. Yeah, she's draining my capacitor. Could we get that guy off the field, please? There we go. Okay, I have to turn off that because my capacitor is drained now. This is gonna be fun. Go on. Yeah. I'm gonna begin flying away from them to try to keep my distance. Because we have at least some of these ships, at least two of the destroyers, they are using railguns. So I'm gonna try to do a little bit more distance tanking here. I don't know what kind of range they have. Of course, it also means I can't loot. Should I be greedy? Okay, here we go. Let's go for the greed. See, they're not shooting at me yet. Not firing back. They are not... They haven't targeted me. A red... yellow square means they target me. Red square means they're firing. Let's get that other railgun boat. Oh. Damage when it comes in, it just... Okay, I'm getting nosed again. Against by the Corax this time. Oh, not target lock it. I want to loot it. Capacitor's low. We just have to keep going. Get that Corax down. Okay, save our capacitor, turn off the... Come on, move, move, move. Don't sit still. Okay. Damage output has been decreased. At least my shield was coming back, so I'm gonna go and turn off my shield booster. Right, he's up and personal, isn't he now? One more volley should take him down. There we go, he's gone. And this leaves just the Condor. Oh, that was actually what I wanted to have running. Hold on. There we go. Oh, that's a lot of ships. Okay, let's go for a Corax to start with. Let's loot this if we can. And once again, let's move away from them. We can take down as many of them before they actually start firing at us. With this many ships, I'm gonna just keep my distance. And I'll come back for the loot later. If there's... It seems like at least there's not that many people in here, so... There's no other people in here, so I have it kind of for myself right now. The Griffin is targeting me. Okay, the Griffin is nosing me. They're all nosing me. Can my missiles even reach that far? I don't even know what the range of my missiles are. They're clearly not 28 kilometers. Let's try to focus fire on that Corax instead. No, I'm out of range, so I have to move closer. But also, my shield's almost recharged, and I know that I'm heading into a lot of NOS right now. Come on. Can we get some missiles out of that Griffin there? Oh, they're still in the Corax. Okay. Well, that's fine. He's nosing me as well, so... No, he's not. That Condor is... Okay, kill that Corax. Shield boosters up. And then we're gonna take down the Condor. It's the easiest target. Okay, we have other people in the area now, so I'm gonna begin... to go for my loot if they're not doing that already. Gonna look at that as we fly by. Not gonna spend capacitor on my afterburner right now. Okay, the comrade is dying. Yeah, they took the loot. Come on, get that comrade down. And he's leaving then. Great. Thank you very much. At the very least you could have stayed and helped. Oh, shields are low, everything is low. One of them died. I need that comrade dead. I need to get moving here. To begin orbiting him. There we go, that's armor. He's almost dead though. He is in low armor. And the Griffin died. Loot the Griffin. Oh, come on. Oh, I don't have power for my shield boosters. Okay, I'm gonna make a little risky move here. I'm gonna turn off my shield hardness to recharge my capacitor faster. Okay, he's flying up there. I think like... He's probably gonna loot that destroyer there. Yep. Okay, my capacitor is low. I still do not have anyone shooting at me, so I'm just gonna use this as an opportunity to recharge my capacitor a bit. Yeah, go. He took that one as well. Oh, that's a new one. This is really one of the biggest problems, I think. I mean, that you are forced to go in and basically combat loot. Oh. Well, at least he's tanking for me, so that's nice. Loot that. Okay, we can stop here because we are in range of both chips, so we can loot them when they die. Nothing good there. It was a torpedo launcher. Come on. Oh, industrial ships. These are the ones that drop mining equipment. And I'm very much interested in getting my hands on that. So here we need to be really quick. We got no wreck for the first one. Come on. Die already. 2 dying there. No wrecks either. Only 1 left. There we go. Finally, they cycled. And no wreck for the 4th one. Of course not. Okay. That was a little bit better in terms of loot. Still not amazing. There's a medium 4. Let's go to the medium 4 with everybody else.
Warp drive active.
So I'm going to begin moving down towards the spawn location. Because there's so many ships in here. We have 4 ships now that I should easily be able to just sit there and tank everything. Oh, destroyer. Ugh. I wasn't quick enough on that. That's another one. No items found. People are looting this really, really quickly. We also 4 people just... Oh, I haven't even targeted that guy. And it's just a griffin. Nothing from him. Ah, too late now. Misclicked. Not even sure I'm getting any bounties out of this. I'm only getting bounties for last kill. I got last kill on that guy. Oh, got that one, I think. Firing up the missiles. I think after this anomaly, we're gonna go back and... what time is it? I don't have time. Go back and look at something else. Maybe start a new production run of something. Come on. Just watching this number as it goes down if a wreck spawns out here. Because it spawns in this UI before it shows up in the list. So see that spawns? It's there. Loot. Loot all, I didn't get it. Same deal. Didn't get anything from that one either. I think I got that mining laser though. Nice. Alright, let's head back to our main system. There we go. What do I expect from the dev diaries? I really have no idea.
Warp drive active.
It could be anything. I mean, it's been so many years since they've done a dev diary that I don't know. What's my highest tech level ship? I think this is actually my... I don't know, we're gonna go and check. Well, I think we're gonna build something, but I was considering... The one I'm flying right now is the Corax trainer. I was considering building a normal Corax, but I would rather just jump all the way through a Caracal, to be honest. But again, a Caracal, but I thought, was Caracals beginning to show up on the market? I think that what we looked at before.
Warp drive active.
That, no, a Caracal trainers you can get on the market, and there were no blueprints for Caracals. Or was there a blueprint? There was blueprints for Caracals. I mean, that could be the next project. That could be to go out, buy a blueprint. And then build a Caracal as my next upgrade. That would be a decent upgrade, I think. And this is also a tech level 5 ship, so that should be a lot more suited for the stuff that I'm trying to do. The reason why I'm a little reluctant to do it is if you keep in the supplies, this is basically your daily login bonus. And in 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6 days, so in a week, I'm gonna get whatever this is. It's a destroyer, but some special destroyer. I have no idea if it's good, but I guess we'll figure it out in a week. So it's a bit of a gamble. I could hope that this is a really good destroyer that's going to help me do higher level missions. And again, in like a month you get a battle cruiser, but that's so far off that I don't even... What tech? I have a Venture. That's not gonna do much in terms of combat. I only have my little Corax, which is a tech level 4 ship. It's reasonably well equipped. I mean, I even threw in some starter rigs that we got, and I think I have, is it tech 5 equipment now? No, tech 3 equipment on it. So it's not amazing. It's got that ballistic control system. 5% damage bonus when it's passive. Maybe we should try to put a to fit a ballistic control system on, just to see if it actually works a little bit better. Should we just run some basic encounters? Just because? We have a mining defense in the next system. We have a mining area security concerns. It's a little bit more juice on that one. Let's take that. Okay, let's go and do that. That looks fun. Yes, it's fine. No, my ship is damaged. I haven't tried the Thorax, but from EVE Online, the full version of the game, I really like the Thorax. Maybe I should have emptied my cargo hold before I left. Would probably have been a good idea, I guess. How are we doing here? Selling stuff to the market is actually going quite nice. If we sell the last 4 ventures, we are almost there. So the good thing about these encounters is that these are private. Nobody else can join me in these.
Active.
So I will know that I have these for myself. Let's swap over to my combat layout. Okay, let's see. We're fighting Rifters, level 2 Rifters. Let's see how much damage they can take. Boom, gone. You can see what my point is. These are not really that, I mean, basically one volleys the ships now. How many missiles do we actually need to kill a Rifter? 2, maybe? Where are they? Oh, there they are. So, if you, the private ones, if you go to encounters in here, go to news, and you take these missions in here, these are private, these are for you, only for you, nobody else can join you. I guess unless you have them, you're in a wing or in a fleet with people, then I think you can invite your friends in. But other people can't go in. But I've also noticed that these, you know, here I'm fighting Tech 2 ships, or level, Tech level 2 ships. Whereas in the other ones, I'm often fighting 4s, so you will see that if I actually get any loot in this one at all, that the loot is kind of crap, to be honest. You pretty much only find Tech 1 equipment in here. But what it's good for is completing these advanced tutorials, because one of the optionals you can do is completing encounters, and because you can do this so quickly, I mean, this is the last one. I need to do 20 encounters. I could do 20 encounters in an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, and then I would have completed the optional mission for Advanced Tutorial 7. I think I'm gonna go for the sell on the market because I've been doing a lot of production, so, and I have to wait for Tech level 6 anyway, which isn't too far away. It is 125 hours to Tech level 6. Oh, there we go. We have a wreck. See, that's the mission. Mission done. Let's see what that wreck holds. A Mark 1 small autocannon. You can see if I go, I can't look up the market prices now, but if I look this up on the market, it's basically worthless. See if there are any more encounters we want to do. Introduction to encounters. Children's educational material. For 7,000. There's a mining mission. Don't want to do that now. Recovering... Oh, I don't think I've done this one before. I'll take that as well. Personal soldier, done that many times. Purge the Garista pirates. So there's another trick with these encounters. And that is, if you go down here to the storyline missions, you can see you have the different encounters listed here. So if I do all of these, I get a special mission that gives me a box that gives me some special weapons, which is pretty cool. But I need to do one of each, and it's not always I can find all of them. As you can see, there's a lot that I'm still missing that I haven't seen yet. But what Android emulator I'm running? I'm running Nox. I don't think I've seen this ship. No, it's not on the list as a storyline mission. Oh, oops. That doesn't matter. Let's do that one. I don't think I've done this one before. Let's go.
Warp drive active.
Where with 2 jumps out. Hold on. It's, okay, that one. Yes, got it. Of course.
Warp drive active.
You can see here, this is actually a bounty reward we got. 141,000. That's a lot. We actually do get quite a bit just in bounties by doing these encounters. And the bounties we get from these, or the anomalies, we get good bounties. These bounties here are a little meh. It could be better. Okay, we're in system.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, definitely never done this one before. Well, let's fire up the missile launchers and see what happens. Okay, well, that died quite quickly. 3,000 credits there. Could probably spread out our missiles a little bit to... because all that overkill is gonna slow us down, so just spread them out amongst them. Yeah, you can see one missile is almost killing them completely. So firing 3 is it's a bit of a waste. Hey, loot. See what they got. See, Mark 1. Again, Mark 1 stuff. The bounties here are okay. We get 2,000, 3,000. No, you can actually pilot the ships. I mean, if I wanted to, you can see here, the way you pilot them is... Let's zoom way in for my ship here. Is I can either just click approach or orbit, or if I wanted to fly in a specific direction, I can just double click and it will begin to approach that direction. So I don't really pilot them per se. It's more like I give commands to the ship and it does what I ask it to. And now it's then flying in that direction. But a lot of it can be done on autopilot. And I prefer just to scroll out so I have a good... Oh, my missile's not firing. Like, why is this guy not dying? There we go. Well, that wasn't really difficult. We had another encounter we need to do. Children's educational material. So right now I could do two things. I could either go and I could go to this myself and I could manually click warp to the gates.
Active.
And now this is essentially, these I don't control. Whoops. This now it's in a warp tunnel. I have no control over the ship here. I ask it to warp to an object and now it just warps to an object. Here the flight mechanics is a bit more like in Star Citizen when you're warping. And then ask it to jump. But I could also just click the autopilot button and it will fly me to the system I've asked it to.
Warp drive active.
And then we can jump to this actual marker. No, Sam, autopilot warps you straight to the gate. There's no approaching, so you're not really vulnerable per se. You warp straight to the gate and it jumps through and then it instantly warps you to the next one. So you're actually pretty good. People ask on Twitch, how do you play this on PC? Do you need an emulator? Yes, you need an emulator. I'm using Nox, and I believe this is what I would recommend because the other ones have issues with chat. Okay. Let's lock these guys up. Oh, we have to check the ballistic control systems, right? What happens if I click this? Does it then fire faster? I don't know. That's hard to tell. And now it's on cooldown. Again, all tier 2 ships, so we're just doing tier 2 missions. And ideally I wanted to do tier 4 because that's a lot more fun. Actually, ballistic makes a line, goes around in a circle. Maybe I should run my shield booster a bit, down to half shield. Nice. Mission complete. Now again, we don't really get a whole lot of reward for these small encounters, but again, I don't really have enough. Not that one. I don't really have enough to do the medium ones yet, or what are they called? The next step up. The advanced one. Because I have a Tech 4 ship and running Tech 5 is a little... I don't know. We could give it a go, I think. But I think it's gonna end in tears. Should we try? Oh, I had to wait 18 minutes for the refresh again. I think we're gonna go back for now and just get our stuff dumped off at the station. Oh, we were just one jump out. Perfect. Asking about my tech level, I am...
Warp drive active.
Oh, there we go. I am 65% through tech level 5. So, again, 125 hours until tech level 6. And it's probably gonna be less because when we have the daily login bonus, you get quite a few free experience. No, okay, so there is microtransactions kind of in the game. Let's talk about that. That's actually like very good because it's very different. There's no like pay $5 and then don't get rid of that timer. That timer is there. It's there for everyone, and there's nothing you can do, as far as I know, to reduce that for getting more missions. That's just the way it is. Something you have to live with. But let me just get this ship in the station, and then we'll talk about the whole monetization model, because if people are actually interested in this, I feel like this is a fair point to actually go and talk about that real quick. Good. I'm just gonna get my... No, you know what, I'll leave it in here because I gotta move that somewhere else anyway. Okay. When you start the game, you have a what's called an alpha clone. With an alpha clone, you have access to only some skills and you train at reduced speed. So you can see here, if I go into, for instance, mining, you can see there's a small omega sign next to some of the skills. And that means you can only train these skills if you have an omega account. If you do not have an omega account, you can only train the basic skills that doesn't have an omega sign on it. So you should look at the alpha as being a infinite trial. You can play for as long as you want on the free one. You are gonna train skill points at a reduced rate, and you only have access to some, and there are also some ships that you are not allowed to fly, I think, because you can't get the required skills for it. I don't know. But point being, the alpha clone is really it's really a trial version, and just like in EVE Online, if you're planning to play the game more seriously, you should probably be prepared to invest in an Omega clone, which is a monthly subscription. Some may not like that approach, but that's the way it's been running in EVE Online, and it's the same thing it's been running here. Now, if we go into the store here, you can see that you can buy Omega in... if we actually go... There was like a overview somewhere. Yes, here. So you can buy 3 different standards of Omega. You can buy the basic one. The basic one gives you 5 extra skill points per minute. So you go up from 30 to 35. You get access to more skills. As you can see here, you get access to more ships. You get access to planetary production. Because you get access to more advanced skills. You get access to contracts. And you remove some market restrictions. You can also buy the standard one. That gives you 25 extra skill points. Or you can buy the Duo Bundle, which gives you 30 extra skill points per minute. Okay, now you can see here these are in Plex, and that's because there are 2 premium currencies in the game. The main premium currency is called Auro, or Au. This is the main, as you can see, pretty standard. You buy some, you pay money for it, and you get Au. These money, currency, you can use basically only to buy a few things. You can see most of it is actually in another currency called Plex. Why they've done it like this, I don't know. But the point is, you can then trade Aurum to Plex as a 1-to-1 ratio. So basically Aurum and Plex is the same, but not quite. You see, Plex can, as you can see in here, be converted to game time. But Plexes can also be bought and sold on the market. And that means what you can do is you can go out, you can spend money on Aurum, convert them to Plex, and then convert that to game time. Or you can accumulate enough money. You can buy a Plex. You can see the prices here at the moment. There's around 16,000 per Plex. And you can then buy the Plex for in-game money and use that Plex to buy... Where was it? Here. To buy... No, not there. There we go. Here. To buy game time. But what you can also do is you can, of course, since you can convert Aurum to Plex, you can, of course, then also sell your Plexes at the market, meaning you actually have the option, if you want to pay real money, convert it over to Plex, sell on the market to gain in-game currency. But since all of these cosmetics that are in the game are in Plex, that means you also have the options to buy all these cosmetic skins for all your ships with in-game money as well. So it's basically what they have done is they have essentially made a hybrid currency that you can both buy for real money but also buy for in-game currency, and you can use that in the premium store. What was that? Windows. Okay. The only other thing there is there are these chip implants that you can see. You can only buy these for Aurum, as far as I know. And these gives you each of them can be bought once and only once, and they give you a permanent bonus that you can have forever. That is each 5 skill points per minute. So with a 30 standard, with a 30 skill point standard for an alpha account, the Aurum for can give you plus 30, and you get plus 15 for the 3 different implants, getting you up to a max of 75. So that was a very long explanation of the microtransaction system in the game. But what I like about it is that you can buy the main premium currency called Plex. You can buy that for in-game money. So you have access to all the stuff without actually paying. And of course, if people want to flash their credit, I mean, if I wanted all these ships that I've been talking about today, all these skills I've been talking about today, I could, if I wanted to, just flash my credit card, get some Plex, sell on the market, and go buy whatever I wanted. But of course that takes a lot of the joy out of the game, of actually progressing. So I've paid a bit for the game. Obviously I'm running on an Omega clone. Yeah, okay, Lexicon got a pretty good TLDR. Owl is hard premium, Plex is soft premium. Okay, yeah. Is the game meant to be played the whole time or in short bursts? I would say you can do both. You can sink as much time into this as you want. For the last couple days, I've been playing this a lot. Too many hours every day, probably. And you can definitely do that. But you can also play it in short bursts, if you prefer that. I would probably say a 5-minute play session doesn't make much sense in the game, so you should probably be expecting that if you go in and play have like 20 minutes, half an hour as a minimum, because then, unless you just want to log in and set up your skills, of course, that takes no time at all. But for actual play sessions, I would probably recommend like 20 minutes, half an hour as a minimum. Okay, I think it's time. You know what? I need to make a decision about where to move from now. And that's what I'm really... So I have two ideas for roads I want to go down right now. One of them is to go out and buy myself... See, the Venture 2 are sold. There are no more on the market. They're all sold out now. Great. One avenue I was considering was to go down and try to get my hands on the Venture 2, but since there is nothing for sale at the moment... And, oh, there's actually a Venture 2 blueprint. There are multiple Venture 2 blueprints now. Okay, that's gonna be my next project. Jita. Everything is in Jita. God damn it, do I have to get back in there for... I guess I have to go back into Jita, but I really want one of those blueprints now. Or I could get someone to ship it for me. Yes. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna try to make our way back into Jita. Inventory, ships. We're gonna assemble ourselves a venture. Set that as active. And then... Yes, I have played EVE Online for years before I started my whole Elite Dangerous thingy. So I'm gonna go here, gonna go to the forge, and I'm gonna set destination. We're gonna try to see if we can get in. This may work. It may not. I don't know.
Warp drive active.
No, Donald, I probably wouldn't use this as a public transport game if you only have like 10 minutes. Then you're not gonna really progress. It is really a game that's designed for you to spend a little bit more time on. So I think what I will do now is I'll head to Jita. We'll set this venture up for sale since it needs to be sold anyway. And then I will buy the cheapest frigate I can find. I'll get a venture blueprint and I'll get my ass back.
Warp drive
and
active.
Then we're gonna begin to set up our planetary production so that is ready for that's ready for that venture production, so I can get that venture up and running. And then maybe we're gonna do some mining depending on how much time we have left at that point, but we'll see. Maybe I'll do one mining trip just so you can see the mining mechanics as well. It's not the most interesting, but it's okay. I'm looking forward to the strip miners. They're a lot more fun. it's meant to be played while watching 2001 on the main screen.
Warp drive active.
Something like that, yeah. $700 ships sitting on the gate. Ah, we'll see. I had I had some luck spamming the gate earlier to actually get in. You can see already. Ooh, this doesn't. What is that? What's that? Oh, it's just bounties that keep ticking in for some reason.
Warp drive active.
Did it just jump straight into Jita from New Caldari? Yeah. No queue, no nothing, just straight in. Well, I'll take it. I'm on to travel 1. We need stations. New Caldari. Dock.
Warp drive active.
Different mining to elite and star citizens. I think of all... Okay, so if we take all the different mining methods that's in elite and star citizen, I still think my favorite is subsurface mining in elite, followed by ship mining in star citizen. And then probably core hunting, and then laser mining as my least favorite. I don't know where this ranks yet. This is... Okay, so we need to do 2 things. We need to jump into the market. And we need to buy ourselves a frigate. Any frigate will do. I don't care about how big it is. I don't care what it can do. It should just be cheap. So a Condor. I can buy a Condor for 5,000. I'll do that. I'll sell it for scraps or something later. Congratulations, we got yourself a new Condor. It still smells of new ship. Then, gonna jump over into the Condor, set this as active. I'm using Nox. NOX, you can see it up here in the corner, Nox player. I don't know if that's too small to see on the stream, but you're gonna package this thing back up. View market details. So 950 is the cheapest at the station at the moment. I'm gonna sell this then at 949, 995. There we go. So now that that has been set up for sale, let's jump back on the market. Blueprints, ship blueprints. I can get this. How much is it here in Jita? Okay, 680. That's actually okay. 684. I'm gonna buy that. And we're gonna transfer this over. Move to Condor cargo holds. Just gonna quickly check on my little venture. Hey, McMonkey. It's still up for sale. Oh, now there's a Venture 2 up for sale. But again, prices are now 3.9. We are still the cheapest venture on the market. You know what, I'm gonna come back here soon anyway, because I need to get more ventures sold, so I'll just sit it there and I'll alter the order if someone outbids me. Set as destination, and go. Oh, there we go. Venture sold. Perfect. I'm doing good, MacMonkey.
Warp drive active.
Okay. We need, 300,000 ISK to build it. Condensed alloy. That's pretty much the same as we had with the previous one, so that's easy to get. Same list of materials. Well, there are more of it, but...
Warp drive active.
We will see what we have when we come back. I can't remember.
Warp drive active.
Look at the instant warp when you come away from the gate. Oh, this one actually comes with... it comes with small weapons and a little afterburner. It actually comes fitted.
Warp drive active.
That's pretty instant. Almost drained my capacitor there, just for getting enough power to do the warp. Sam says, I read that Denmark has the highest number of wind turbine per capita. I didn't know that, but it sounds about right. Which explains the heat, all those blades slowing down the wind. I don't think this has enough of an effect that it could be measured like that. But we do have a lot of wind turbines. We also have one of the world's largest producer of wind turbines, so that may explain some of it.
Warp drive active.
But the majority of the wind turbines we have is actually out at sea. We don't have that many on land. Because out at sea you can build them much, much bigger. Hold on, that's the wrong station. Stop. Wrong state. Yeah. Right, this is not my home station. Nope. Is that a custom GUI? Or is it a new one stuck with the game? This is Elite. This is Eve Echoes. It's not Eve Online. So there's nothing. This is stock. There's nothing custom here.
Warp drive active.
That's my station. Okay, let's get rid of this little ship here. This has served its purpose. Move that to the hangar. And then take that little condor Actually, let's jump over into our... No, let's jump into our venture, actually. Our actual venture, our mining venture. And we'll take that condor and destroy it. There we go. Don't care. Can't reprocess it for materials. Okay. So now I should have a blueprint for a venture. So let's just check here. I'm just gonna write stuff down here. Actually, we can go ahead and click use blueprint so we can see. We have all the isogen we need. We need a bit of max pyrite and tritium for planetary materials. I need toxic materials, base metal moly components, condensed alloys, and lustring alloys. I have some set up already. Let's go and pick that stuff up to start with. Oh, it's run out of time. Oops. Nah, that doesn't matter. I'm gonna tear these down anyway, I think. Forgot to renew them. There we go. Let's go for the other planet as well. People look like you play on PC. Yes, I do. No, it's Nox. Nox works a lot better with the echoes than BlueStack. BlueStack has some issues, especially with chat, so that's why I've been reluctant to use. I tried with BlueStack, but Nox is definitely better for this. If you want to use the chat. If you're not planning to use chat, then BlueStack is just fine. Yes, Nox. N-O-X. Nox player.
Warp drive active.
So that's all our planet goo. No.
Warp drive active.
There we go. I decide what to mine based on what I need for my production run. We're gonna go and set up the next phase of my planetary mining now. So we're gonna disassemble the planetary, the stuff I have, because I can only have 2 active planets.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
Hello, Raymond. Let's get this thing. There we go. Yeah, the music is a little repetitive, maybe. But I kinda enjoy it, actually. We're gonna take that, and we're gonna move that to the main hangar. Okay. Why do I have... Oh, right. Repackage. I changed that on my ship, so we're just gonna move that into my Corex. There we go. Okay, so if we now go and check our blueprint again, we can see that I now have the condensed alloy more than I need, and I also have way more toxic metal than I need. So I'm gonna set up for some, I think, lustering alloys, and let's set up for some multi component as well. Luckily, I have... We couldn't play this game without opening up a spreadsheet, could we? I made a spreadsheet of my local area because it's easier that way. Instead of having to go and find the planets, which planet has what. Hold on, it's on the other screen. Give me a second here to pull this over so you guys can see it. Instead of having to go and search for it every time, I just decided it was a lot easier to make a spreadsheet. There it is. Let me just get you guys back here so I can actually see chat. There we go. Good. Spreadsheets. We're looking for lustering alloys. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna find... I can zoom in. Can I zoom in a bit here? It should be big enough. Lusting alloy. Rarity 4. Okay, so Puga I can get lusting alloy. Planet 8. I can get that at rarity 4. And what about that that one? I can get that in Hacken. So, first step, take our current planets, demolish our mining facilities, mining arrays. And then we're gonna find, luckily I do know my local area. I think Hacken is that one there. Yes, it is. Let's jump over there.
Warp drive active.
People are asking about what player it is. This one. BigNox.com. That's the one I'm using. Nox player. Okay, we are in system, so we can now go ahead and we can find... There it is, planet 2. Which is perfect. We're gonna start mining. And we're gonna put all our mining drills... Well, we only have 6, but we're gonna put all of them into that material. I'm gonna click confirm. Hey Raymond, thanks for becoming a member. And we're gonna make sure to fill up on time so we have 24 hours. And that should now start mining that material. Let's see if we can't find that other system. And I believe it is this one. Yes, it is. Really a benefit to have a good feeling for where the systems are in your local area. Satuban. I think when I started EVE Online back like... I think in 2000... I want to say 5, but I'm not sure. I think it was around 5 or 6. I started in Satuban right here. That is where my first corporation we left. And then later we moved up in Galante space and moved into a system called Acer, I think. I want to say Acer. We were at every shore.
Warp drive active.
I remember that much. This should be, yeah, here's Torvi and here's Acer. That is where I spent the majority of my Empire career. Because you had Torvi there as an 05 system, and you had all these systems here. Harrogate, Sharon, and Moson, that were all interconnected. You could easily fly between these, and you were only 4 jumps away from Dixay, which is the trade hub in Singlation, so the neighboring region. And then eventually we moved out to various spots in Nullsec and lived out there for years, and it was great fun. Let's set up our PI here. Was it planet 8, I think? Yes. And now I just have to wait. And this can take, this is the bottleneck that I have, is having to sit and wait for this. My next Elite Dangerous stream will be on Tuesday. At the usual time spot. This is just because I wanted to go and play some Eve Echoes. Okay, gotta get back to our main system again. And then we're gonna go and do some mining, because we had Nox, we needed... and we have Isogen. We needed Mex. Yes, we needed Mex, we needed Pyrite and Tritium. Plan for the next Star Citizen stream. I haven't planned anything yet, but at some point eventually. Right now today I've been editing and recording 2 videos, Hello Day for Tomorrow and the second to last episode of Deliver Us the Moon. And I have 2 other videos that are recorded and not edited, just sitting on a hard drive or on my server that needs to be edited, but this is less priority right now. Because I have a few Elite Dangerous videos I need to get out, some mining builds, and there's a Murder Hornet showcase and build guides needs to be made. So there's a lot of EVE Online videos that needs to come out, and I also promised I'll be doing these collecting engineering materials, the fun way kind of videos. I'm gonna be looking at the surface bases for getting materials. Yeah.
Warp drive active.
So, the backlog of stuff I need to do. I mean, I think if I take the current list, let me do a quick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, just the videos that I have, that I'm currently like trying to work on, is enough to cover the next month of content. And that's without going into the backlog, like the list of ideas, and begin to pull stuff from that. This is just the stuff that I'm currently actively working on. So, plenty of stuff to do. No, don't approach that. Please stop. Let's go and do some mining, and basically what we do is we swap this over to my mining tab, and we're gonna find ourselves an asteroid belt. I'm just gonna pick any asteroid belt. But that being said, then of course active. I do also want to do some Star Citizen live streams. Actually yesterday I spent, I think, almost an hour running around New Babbage. It was an amazing city. I love it. It's so well built. But enough about that. Let's get back into this. We're going to be mining some plaque today because we need the mechs, and if I recall correctly, plaque has a lot of mechs in it. So I'm going to be focusing on that. We have 2 asteroids here. Did I get my limpets? No limpets needed. There are more valuable materials out here, like umber and the dark orange. I don't know how to pronounce that without like emptying my stomach out of the table. And sometimes you can also find other quite valuable materials out here. But since we don't need it, and I don't want to just stockpile material I don't need, I'm just gonna go and let's go ahead. Let's fire up our mining lasers. So mining is not terribly complicated in neither in EVE Online or in EVE Echoes. You fly up, you target the rocks, you fire your lasers at it, and then you wait. And in this case here, you wait quite a lot because my mining skills are not amazing. But it would be a good point to talk about the different types of mining, because there is actually different types of mining. Do you know where the game is constantly telling you to jump somewhere in your HUD? I think that's a bug. Yes, system security levels is exactly the same, DJ. Okay, let's talk about mining. It's always fun to talk about mining. Now, there are two basic types of mining in Eve Echoes, and they are distinctly different. We have mining lasers, and we have strip miners. So, mining lasers, you can see here, if we have a miner 3, hold on, how would tech level is? 5. Let's compare 5 to 5. So we have a Mark 5 mining laser. It has a cycle time about 60 seconds, and it mines around 40 cubic meters per cycle. So 60 seconds, 40 cubic meters, plus bonuses from skills, plus bonuses from the ship, plus whatever, right? That's so probably more, but base value is 15 kilometer range, 40 cubic meters per 60 second. With a normal mining laser, you can do, as I do now, you can target a specific rock and you can mine that material and that material only. If we move over to the strip miners, you can see here twice the cycle time, but also look at the mining amounts. It's more than 10 times what you get out. And yes, of course, we have to half it because the longer cycle time. So the reality is to be 1 minute as the other laser. This would be down to 276. But 276 is still almost 7 times as much as you get from a normal laser. However, with a strip miner, you can't target a specific asteroid. That means it just mines anything in range. It does it quickly, but it mines anything in range. And this is also why, if we go in, here we go. No, that's not here. So that guy.
How are you feeling, pilot?
Yes, career paths. If we go in and look at the industry career path, and you can see here it says when you're moving up the tech trees, it actually begins to recommend both a venture and a mining barge. These mining barges are the ships that are designed for strip mining. Because if you're doing a production run, what you would do is you would start by getting your mining barge, and you're going to strip mine belts. Just take the whole belt, everything, just suck it in, go back and refine it. That's going to give you pretty much all kinds of materials. Once you begin to fill up and you just need a few to top up of specific materials, you're going to get your venture out and you're going to target and you're going to specifically mine those materials because, yeah. Right, my math is wrong. Cycle time is 3 times. Hold on. Let's do that again then, the math. So it was 40 and the other ones was... You just divide this by 3. Oh, that's a little bit more difficult. What can we do here? What can we do here? We could do 300, giving us 24. That's 6. So that's 164 compared to 40. So that's, okay, 4 times as much ish. If you have an Orca in EVE Online, can you use it? If you have an Orca in EVE Online, can you use it? No, so the two games have nothing to do with each other than being very similar. There's no crossplay going on here. However, Orcas are in the game. Where did I see that? I saw that somewhere. Was it listed under the skill, maybe? Oh, no, I know. Ship tree, here we go. Or, can we zoom out on this? Yes, we can. So you can see, oh, these are not built by ore. Because these are the Venture, the trainer, and the one I have. Here's the Venture 2 and the Venture 3, leading up to the Retriever, the Procurer, and the Hulk. Oh, Corvetter. Right. We don't have Extremus. Oh, that was not what I wanted. But who is building? Who is building the Orca? Is that Sisters of Eve? No, those are the exploration ships. So that is a boss, is it? It is. Here we go. They're called humpbacks in this game. And they're not called for... I don't know why. But you have the humpback high mobility. You have the humpback hauling. And combat. And I'm just gonna get my footrest here. Yeah, I don't know why they changed the name. Why they didn't call them orcas. It's really weird. So this is the combat. Expert industrial ship defense upgrade bonus. So this means they can use some upgrade industrial ship command bonus, drone control. Yeah, these are for deliveries, right? Not mining support. I would think the hauling maybe would be a better support ship. If you can move between ships in space. I don't know actually. You see 6,000 cargo hold. But these, oh, these are only for deliveries. Not mining at all? Huh. But then, almost 1.3 million cargo. So you can't use them as a mining support vessel at all? I thought designed based... It's actually that the design is based on your Orca. Interbus enhancements is transport. So the Orca is made by ore. Yeah, and remove this mining functionality. Okay, so they're not meant for mining at all. But that means there are no... Oh, oops. Not settings. But I don't know if they're planning to add more stuff later, like exhumers instead of just mining barges. Yeah, I'm hoping they will add something like that later. I thought I saw some wing support stuff somewhere. Or was that just something I imagined? Wait, they have remote shield, so they can do that. You can shield transfer and armor transfer. Nope, okay, must just be my imagination. So, just Joe, as any ships give a boost to mining. Well, there are ships that does, most of the industrial ships, if you take like a Venture, you can see they do have a bonus to mining yield. And that one, I don't think, I think this is more a, yeah, this one is designed for deliveries as well. So this is the Interbus, probably, their version. But I was thinking something. Yeah, okay, so these ships have bonus to mining, but there are, or they used to, at least in the beta, some of the frigates also had a bonus to mining. I can't remember which one though. $300 tons of cargo. I just want to see how much cargo these different ships actually have. 520. Here on maybe? No. But this one, okay, so I think it's the Huron that had the large cargo hold, so that was a good... Yeah, I don't think the Bantam is not here, is it? Oh, Condor 2. Still only 2 hard points. So I'd probably say if you're going to start out mining, I would get something, one of the, there's probably an equivalent ship for the other races, or the other factions. Like if you fly Galente, what would they put? Probably that one. Imicus would probably be their mining ship. Yeah, see 1,000 ton of cargo. And Amar, would they use the magnet? Yes, they would. And Minmatar probably uses the probe. Yes. So find one of those frigates that has 1,000 tons of cargo. That's a good place to start. But again, to be honest, I mean, if you want to buy a frigate, you can see here, these are stocked by the game. So they are already in the game. 121,000. If you want to go and get yourself the Venture. Okay, that's actually quite expensive. Venture Trainer, maybe? Yeah. Venture Trainers are basically free. You also get one during the tutorial. And this one has a dedicated ore hold for your cargo, or for your mining ore, up to 2,500 cubic meters, which is the one I'm using right now. As you see, we're still mining out here in the background. You can see my cargo hold is still empty, but my ore hold is slowly filling up. It takes quite a while. That's why I really want to get my mining skills up, so this doesn't take forever. I'll just upgrade my mining lasers. Have Mark 3s on. No, you might be right that there's no fleet boosts. So look how our Planet Goo is doing. I have 48 now. And 7. So it's not terribly quick, but it will get there. You guys can see what I mean by the bottleneck is the Planetary Goo. This takes forever to collect, because you have to sit and wait, and there's nothing you can do. No matter how much time I sink into the game, I can't do anything to make this come faster other than actually train the skills. And that's also why that I think my main priority when it comes to skills is to get this advanced planetology, which is a 2.9, so I could actually buy this now. Or should I do that, actually? How much money do I have? I mean, I have 3 ventures sitting around that I could just sell, that I'm planning to sell anyway. You know what? We're gonna do this, and we're gonna train this skill overnight instead. Oh, we're 2.5. Oh, wow, it's late. Okay, I'm just gonna finish this mining trip. Hold on. Let's just. I'm just gonna quickly do this. Okay, while I mess around with my skills, if you guys are enjoying this, something a little different, something a little bit more casual, then go down and give the stream a like. It really helps out a lot, regardless of whether you are on YouTube and on Twitch. And again, if you're enjoying space games like me, if you want to see, maybe I'll do some more Eve Echoes, I'll probably do some Star Citizens, there'll definitely be some Elite Dangerous stuff coming out. Deliver Us the Moon is running at the moment as well. Plenty of space games. If you like that, then I would also be really glad if you would hit the subscribe button as well. Now, let me see. We're gonna go and have a look at the skills. And we're gonna get that skill for all the money we have, almost. Nice. And the queue is full. So we need to make some room in the queue. We're gonna remove... I don't need corporation management right now, so I'm going to remove that from the queue. We still have the training progress on it, so don't worry. And this... You know what, we're actually just going to do something here. We're just going to go and take accounting and remove that as well. And then we're going to go into this, and we're going to add... How much can I train before tomorrow? Probably level 3. How much does what does level 3 give me? Plus 60% to the cargo holds. I get an extra planet on level 2. And I get 2 extra mining arrays on level 3. That's huge. That's going to speed up our production. That extra planet and those 2 extra arrays is going to be massive. And then an extra planet at level 4. And then 2 extra arrays at level 5. So at least getting those 2 extra planets is gonna mean that I can mine almost all the materials I need at the same time. That's just gonna speed up my production massively. Yeah, my refining skills are actually pretty good. Right now I'm just focusing on getting the materials as quickly as possible. So as you can see here, if I go to resource processing, I have taken the common ore and an uncommon ore reprocessing all the way up to level 4. Will put those up, but they are very slow. 70 hours to get that to level 5. And these skills are also quite expensive if I want to go advanced. But that is definitely something I'll do so I can... But again, I'm not focusing on the reprocessing part right now because mining is not the bottleneck for me right now. Lexicon, thanks a lot for the very generous donation. Says, thanks a lot for your leak tutorials. You are very welcome, and there will be many, many more to come. Are notifications not running? Or is it just me? Okay, they are running. Great. Just delayed. So what I was saying was that mining materials is not the bottleneck for me at the moment. The bottleneck that I'm facing right now is the planet materials. And that's what I'm focusing on. I'm focusing on getting planet materials up, and I've been trying to focus on my production skills. You see, I've been building industrial ships, so I've been training industrial ship manufacturing. No audio. I had audio. That's weird. Okay, I'll look into that. I'll be damned. You're right. There is no audio. Let me just check. Window sounds coming up. This is on my end. Hold on. There we go. Now audio is working. Sorry. No, it was just Joe. It was audio from notification audio that weren't working. Pretty sure it should be working now, but just for good for good measures. Let's just do a test, right? Come on. Just gonna do a test donation.
This is a test donation for €4.
Oh, great. Works now, great. Just Joe, you can, there is a monthly, but you can buy Plex in-game, just like in EVE Online. But no, as I've been saying, I've been trying to get my skills up regarding the actual production part of it, so I can reduce the manufacturing costs, so I use less materials, basically get this as efficient as possible to start with. But yeah, since mining has not been a bottleneck, I haven't been focusing too much on the refining skills. Are we full already? Yes, we are. Let's get back to the station.
Warp drive active.
I must admit that I haven't actually spent that much time making spreadsheets for whether it's actually worth selling the materials, mainly because the prices change so rapidly at the moment that I would rather just go and build the ship that I'm gonna use. Because I think it's just more fun, to be honest, to build my own ships. Okay, so we can move this into the item hangar, where we can just go ahead and stack. And then we find the plate that we just mined. We can see here we get a lot of mechs out of this, so we're going to reprocess this. And we got a nice 4,000 mechs out of that refine. Stack all. And we're just going to check the blueprint again. Oh, you can see we need another run. Actually, only half a run. We got like 4,000 for this run. So, another run. And we should have the mechs we need. Then we can begin to focus. So, it's always a good idea when you're doing your collection. Because when you're mining mechs, you always get the lower end. So, pyrite and tritium as a byproduct. And when you're mining oxygen, you probably get some of the other materials as byproducts. So, it's always a good idea to start with your mechs. Once on the highest end that you need, mine that, and then once you're done, you move down. So that means once I'm done with my mechs, I'm gonna move down, mine scordite until I have all the scordite I need, and then I'm gonna mine down and mine some Veldspar for the last tritium. And yes, I could mine the high-end materials and sell it on the market and buy the other, but that's a lot of hauling, and I don't have a lot of cargo space in my ships, and it's a lot of time investment as well. So I would probably say half a cargo hold of mechs, maybe a little bit more, and then mine a few holes of scordite, and I should be good. And maybe 1 or 2 holes of tritium at the end. And then I have all that material, and I just need to do that before I'm done collecting the materials up here. Right now we're doing the alloys, and we're doing this. But as you can see, we need quite a bit, so it's probably going to take some time. Okay. That's a project to build that venture too. And it's probably going to take me a day or so, maybe a day or two to finish that venture. And some metal scraps. And then I'll have myself a nice upgraded mining ship, which I'm really looking forward to. But I think that's going to be it for today. At least it's over 1:30. 1:30, and I have work in the morning, so I'm gonna call the stream for tonight. If I just quickly jump over here. There we go. thanks a lot for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed today's live stream. In a second in chat, you will probably find a whole host of links, and you will find links for all kinds of good places. Yeah, 2 hours and 45 minutes, exactly. You will find links both for social channels where you can follow the channels. You will find links for Streamlabs if you want to do one-time donations, as someone's been doing today. And thanks a lot for that, by the way. You'll also find links for Teesprings, where you can go ahead and you can buy some merchandise. I actually have my mug here with me today. You can buy yourself some merchandise. There are mugs, t-shirt, hoodies, sweatshirts, all kinds of good stuff. Go over, check it out. Support the channel that way. You can also support the channel through a monthly donation on Patreon. And remember that Patreons, of course, get a discount at the merch store. And you can also get your name listed at the end of my videos, if you wish to. And the most important link that you will find is the link for Discord, where you can join the community. Again, it's a nice, casual, open community. We play mainly EVE Online. Mainly Elite Dangerous, but as you can see here, many other games are also being played, Star Citizens, and also lots of non-space-related games where you just play for fun. So it's a nice little gaming community. People are very friendly, and I hope you'll join there and have fun. I've set up a section for EVE Echoes over there, so you can actually go into the bot spam channel and ask for the EVE Echoes rank. Exactly, Don Glow posted in chat there, and you can get access. So if you want to join this little game, then you can also do that. We have a small section on Discord for that, so you can get access to that. But yeah, I think that is it. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember to like the stream if you did. And next live stream is on Tuesday. Until then, I will see you guys in space.